My name is S. Ashok Kumar. Welcome to my channel. In the last part, I started about the nucleic acids and structural aspects of nucleic acid I was discussing. So what I said, nucleic acid is a polymer of nucleotides. So what we know, a nucleotide consists of a nitrogen base, pentose sugar with one phosphate or maximum of three phosphates. So basically, if you want to understand the nucleotide, first we need to understand what is a nitrogen bases. Yes or no? These nitrogen bases are of two types that include purines and pyrimidines. Now comes to take the structure of the purines and pyrimidines. What you are seeing is a general structure of the purine. So see, this is a double membered ring. Representation, that numbering I given like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These purines include two types, adenine and guanine. Now we are going to give the chemical names of these purines. Now you are seeing the adenine. What is the chemical name of adenine? This is which position? This is the sixth position. What is the functional group? Amino group. That is why this adenine is called as a 6-amino purine. 6-amino purine is nothing but adenine. Like that you need to understand. Comes to the guanine. Compare that one. This is a which position? Second position. 2-amino. This is a which position? Sixth position. That is a keto group. That is a oxo. That is why guanine 2-amino 6-oxopurine. That's the chemical name of the guanine. Come to take the general structure of pyrimidine. If you observe this one, this pyrimidine is a single membered ring. Okay? Numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These pyrimidines include three types: cytosine, uracil and thymine. Now, chemical name of this one, cytosine, see this one. This is the second position, 2-oxo. This is the fourth, 4-amino. That is a pyrimidine. That is the chemical name of the cytosine. Take the uracil. This is a 2, this is a 4. 2,4-dioxopyrimidine. That is a uracil. Now you take the thymine. Thymine name we can write in two different ways. First one, 2,4-dioxo. Okay, this is a which position? Fifth position. That is a 5-methyl pyrimidine, or same way you can observe the difference between the structure difference between the uracil and thymine. Only difference is the methyl group. That is why thymine is also called as a 5-methyl uracil. These are the chemical names of the purines and their structure. These structures and chemical names are absolutely important to understand the molecular basis of inherent in chapter. Now going to last point about this one, like if you take the purines adenine and guanine, what we know? These purines adenine and guanine common to both RNA and DNA. No difference in the purines. But comes to the pyrimidine. Cytosine is a common pyrimidine in both RNA and DNA. So no need to remember. But the difference is here. Uracil is a pyrimidine is associated with only RNA. Next comes to the thymine. Thymine is a pyrimidine, is a common to only, it is a present only in the DNA. These are the points you need to remember in case of the nitrogen bases. After different structures of the nitrogen bases, now I am going to tell about the structure of sugar. What I said, what is the sugar in case of RNA? That is the ribose sugar. Now directly I will explain this ribose sugar. I am going to write the furanose form. These pyranoses and furanoses structures I will explain in the carbohydrates. Okay? Now this furanose form, ribose is the pentose sugar. Na? This is the first carbon, second carbon, third, fourth. This is the fifth carbon. Fifth carbon is a fixed, that is a CH2OH. Okay, na? Now, what is the sugar in case of RNA means? That is a ribose. More exactly, if you want to tell me, that is a beta ribofuranose. What is the meaning of beta? Beta is a anomeric form. The OH group on functional carbon, that is first carbon, towards the upside, that is a beta ionomer. If it is a down, that is the alpha ionomer. That I will explain. Next one I am filling. See this one. This is a beta ribopyranose, is a structure, a sugar that is corresponding to the RNA. Now you take the sugar in case of DNA. What is that one? Beta the 2' deoxyribopyranose. So that is a very simple difference between this. First we have to draw the pyranose structure like this. Okay. Then 5 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fifth carbon fixed CH2OH, that I will tell you in the structure. After that beta anomeric form now. That is the OH group on the first carbon towards the upside. The next one 2' deoxy. See this one, removing the oxygen, where here it is a second position. That is a H. This is a difference. Next one OH common. So what is the difference between the ribose and 2' deoxyribose sugar? Instead of that one, what is the fundamental difference between RNA and DNA? You need to remember just. So here second position OH group is present. Here second group only H group is present. That is why this sugar is called as a 2' deoxyribose sugar. That is a unique sugar present in the DNA. So what we understood till now? I explained about the nitrogen bases structures, then sugar. For a synthesis of nucleotide or for understanding of nucleotide, what we need? The last one is the phosphoric acid, that is H3PO4. Instead of that one, you can understand that is a phosphate, PO4 3-. So for time being, you can remember like this. This is a phosphate. So these three, nitrogen bases, sugar and phosphate, are three components of nucleotides. As we know, nucleotides, when they undergo polymerization, results the formation of nucleic acid. Next, I am going to explain the general structure of the nucleotide. I am going to explain the general structure of nucleoside triphosphate by taking an example, that is a ATP. I will make you understand. Here ATP, what is the full form? Adenosine triphosphate. Okay, first we need nitrogen base, that is in case of ATP, that is adenine. See, I will explain very clearly. So if you want to understand this one, first you need to practice nitrogen base structures well. Okay na? This is a nitrogen base. Now you can call this is a adenine. Okay na? This is which position? 9th position. Nitrogen base is a adenine. After that ATP, right? ATP means adenosine triphosphate. So ATP is a component of RNA only. RNA means what is that? That sugar. That is a ribose sugar now. Now I can tell like this one. See this one. Already we drawn. This is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Which ionomer is present? Beta ionomer. OH group is upside. See this one, OH group. When you see this OH group, immediately you need to understand that is a RNA. That is a ribose and RNA. Next, OH, CH2OH. Okay na? Now this is adenine, this is a ribose sugar, what we know. Here 9th position hydrogen. Here first position OH group is a upside. So here H, this is a OH. Removing as a water. That is why this one. See this one. Adenine plus ribose sugar. Together called as a adenosine. The next one what we need? Triphosphate na. Here the 5th carbon OH group is there na. Now removing as a water with phosphate C. I will explain very simple. Phosphate. If I stop here like this with the OH group, adenosine, only one phosphate na. This you can call as adenosine monophosphate. That is a AMP. Now if I continue the structure, if I stop at say 2 phosphate, you can call it as adenosine diphosphate. Last one, 3 phosphates I am writing here. Now this is called as a 3 phosphates now. So adenosine triphosphate. First phosphate designating as alpha. This is a beta. This is a gamma. So adenosine triphosphate. After writing, now I am going to explain about the bonds. This is a nitrogen base, this is a sugar. Whatever the sugar, whether it is a ribose in case of RNA, 2' deoxyribose in case of DNA. The nitrogen, the bond which is linking the nitrogen base with the sugar is a beta anomeric form. Here reaction starts, bond starts with N, that is a N glycosidic bond. Beta N glycosidic bond is a bond that connects a nitrogen base with a pentose sugar. Here fifth carbon of the sugar links with alpha phosphate. This bond is called as a phosphoester bond. Two bonds you got till now. So phosphoester bond is a bond which is linking the fifth carbon of the sugar with alpha phosphate. Next one, alpha phosphate links with the beta, beta phosphate links with the gamma. These two bonds together comes under phosphoanhydride bond. This is a phosphoanhydride bond is the most important bond in the biological system because it is responsible for the storing of energy. So this is the general structure of nucleoside triphosphate. I explained by taking the ATP. For example, here I placed A, adenine, you are calling as adenosine triphosphate. For example, now you need to understand. Instead of adenine, if I place the guanine, so automatically guanosine triphosphate. Instead of guanine, if I place cytosine, cytidine triphosphate. For example, here I place uracil, uracil plus ribose sugar together called as uridine, uridine triphosphate. Here I said 4, ATP, GTP, CTP, UTP. These 4 are the constituents of the RNA. For example, if you want to tell DNA, you can fix this adenine. Here instead of ribose, you can take the 2' deoxyribose. Adenine, for example, if I change like this, you can easily understand now. Then adenine plus this sugar, deoxyadenosine triphosphate. Instead of adenine, if I place guanine, deoxyguanosine triphosphate. If it is cytosine, deoxycytidine triphosphate. If it is a thymine, deoxythymidine triphosphate. Here 4 I said. DATP, DGTP, DCTP and DTTP. These 4 are the constituents of the DNA. That is why I said the fundamental structural difference between RNA and DNA is only sugar. If it is a ribose, that nucleic acid becomes RNA. If it is a 2' deoxyribose sugar, the nucleic acid is completely different. That become a DNA. This is about a general understanding the bonds and the structure of a nucleoside triphosphate. Explaining the general structure of nucleotide. Now I am going to tell about the structure of secondary structure of bDNA. B stands for balanced DNA. Why called as a bDNA? There are different forms of DNAs are there indicated by the alphabets. For example, most common form of DNAs are 3 types are there. They are stable under appropriate condition. One is the aDNA, alternative DNA, bDNA, balanced DNA, zDNA, zigzag DNA. But this balanced DNA is the most stable form of DNA conformation in the physiological condition or cytoplasmic condition of a cell. So now I am going to explain the secondary structure of bDNA. This DNA structure discovered by, very famous one, discovered by Watson and Crick. Watson and Crick in 1953. Based on X-ray diffraction done by Franklin and Wilkins. What you need to understand? This Franklin and Wilkins made a X-ray diffraction structure of DNA. Based on that X-ray diffraction structure of DNA, these Watson Crick developed those structure and discovered finally that DNA structure deduced by the Watson and Crick. So definitely they belongs to Nobel laureates. The next point I am speaking about the bDNA. This bDNA is a right-handed right-handed. I said in the protein. In the protein, already I said the concept. Secondary structure, most common secondary structure is a right-handed. Right-handed alpha, double helical structure. Double helical structure stabilized by hydrogen bonds. So if you take each strand of DNA, polymer of deoxyribonucleotides linked through phosphodiester bond. You have to understand the point. If you take one strand of DNA, the nucleotide of one strand, another nucleotide of the same strand linked through phosphodiester bond. But if you take as a two strand, one nitrogen base of one strand, another nitrogen base of another strand, both are linked through hydrogen bond. That is why secondary structure is stabilized by the hydrogen bond. Next one, both strands of DNA are anti-parallel. Anti-parallel, actually what is the meaning? Moves in the opposite direction. What it mean? For example, if one strand runs in 5' to 3' direction, another strand runs in a 3' to 5' direction. Both are anti-parallel with each other. The next point, both strands of DNA are complement with each other. Here what is the meaning of complement? Complement means here it is a opposite with each other. How the DNA strands become opposite with each other? That oppositeness or complementariness is contributed because of the specific base pairing or specific nitrogen base pairing. That means if one strand containing a nitrogen base adenine, other strand should containing a thymine. These are linked by the two hydrogen bonds. Otherwise, if one strand containing a thymine, other strand should containing a adenine, linked by hydrogen bonds. For example, same way, if one strand containing a guanine nitrogen base, other strand should containing a cytosine. There is no other option. Linked through 3 hydrogen bond. Otherwise, if one strand containing cytosine, other strand should containing a guanine. That means the complementarity nature of the DNA strand due to the specific base pairing. The next point is about if you take the dimensions of the bDNA, the distance between two base pair is about 3.4 angstrom. Okay? If you take number of base pairs per turn, that is a 10 base pairs. So length of one turn. So one turn consists of 10 base pairs now. Then the distance between the two base pairs 3.4 angstrom. Length of one turn is about 34 angstrom. The next one, diameter of bDNA. Diameter is about the 20 angstrom or 2 nanometer. These are the standard dimensions of the bDNA. That means what you need to understand? Each DNA having its own specific dimension. These are the dimensions of the bDNA. This is all about the secondary structure of B or balanced DNA. Till now I explained about the nucleic acids. The complete information about the nucleic acid I will clearly, very detailedly, I will explain in the topic molecular basis of inheritance. To understand the topic, here I explain just an introduction about the nucleic acid. Till now, if you understand the concept, you can like, share this video to your friend, subscribe our channel. If you have any doubt about the biomolecule chapter for the NEET exam, you can comment below. Definitely I will respond to your questions. Thank you.